We're at an event at a rural school in South Carolina. What could you do as president? What can any president do since schools are a state and local issue?
Well, I wanted to highlight the need for really upgrading the schools in rural South Carolina, like a lot of places in our country, where kids are going to substandard facilities. The Supreme Court of the state said that there needed to be improvements. There are programs that can help with developing schools, building schools, modernizing schools that the federal government has done in the past that I think might provide an incentive so that perhaps legislatures like the one here in South Carolina would be more inclined to try to do what the Supreme Court ordered and try to fix the schools if they knew that they would get a little bit of help and encouragement from the federal government.
Your TV commercial here highlights the disparity in the treatment by the justice system of African Americans. What would you be able to do as president that our current black president has not done or hasn't been able to do?
Well, I think that this has become an issue that really burst into public prominence the second term of President Obama. He has a policing commission who's made a number of recommendations that I fully endorse. We have to use the federal government leverage to try to help train police forces so that force, particularly lethal force, is a last resort. We have to do more to try to hold departments accountable if they don't engage in that kind of retraining. And if there are terrible incidents like what we saw with Walter Scott, there needs to be accountability. I think that most law enforcement is doing an excellent job. They are honorable, they're working hard, but we don't want to taint everybody with the problems that some have. So we've got to increase the ability of law enforcement to not only deal with the problems, but to restore trust with the communities they police and to recognize everybody has a cell phone. So your behavior will be recorded, most likely. That's why I advocate body cameras, because I actually think that will not only give us information, but actually protect police from, perhaps sites or views being taken out of context. So we've got to really look at this across the board.